I think Capcom should invest in a Street Fighter love dating sim.
That I'm that target demographic.
Yeah, but I would like it if they didn't make it like a high school thing and they changed. Like, I would love it if it's the characters now and the protagonist gets to date based off what you pick. I would love that so much.
I don't know how big of an audience that is besides just me. But like, I would play that.
It'd be fun, man. I mean, if there's a dating sim out there where you can date Galaga, I'm sure you could do one where you can date like a con. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. We're going to do a Street Fighter. This is part 2.
We're going to wrap this up, ranking Street Fighter characters on their ability to love.
Their love, dateability, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so kicking things off, we got Laura Matsuda.
Yeah, the Brazilian beauty herself.
She's a looker, but where's the substance?
Where's the substance? I don't know. She brings a lot of chaotic energy. I think she would be very fun to date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like she's got the oblivious thing that a lot of these characters have. Like, I don't know what flirting is, but I will wrestle you really hard into the ground.
There's an audience for that.
Yeah.
So
I think boyfriend, girlfriend right there.
Yeah, I think it's arguable that she could be just friend, but I think that's because she came from the Street Fighter V era.
Yeah.
Kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, she'd be a pretty sick girl.
I think she'd be awesome, yeah. She's giving, what's his face, a complex. Sean. Yeah. Let's talk about Balrog. Yeah. The Raging Buffalo himself. I think he's got an interest in women. I think it's been shown in, like, comic books with him being around them and all. I just don't think he's a...
That's an unhealthy interest.
Yeah. I think he's, probably in the restraining order category, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Maybe above some of these other psychos, but still there.
He's not a good guy.
No. He's not a bad dad, but not a good guy.
I don't know if he's a good dad.
Maybe. I mean, look at that. He's got his own syndicate. I mean, Ed could have just been a basement dweller. You know?
I guess that's true. I guess you could say Balrog is the kind of dad that's like, it's tough love because you need to grow up tough.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think there might be healthier ways to do that doesn't involve crime.
When you have gloves permanently glued to your fist, what options do you have, Jason?
You're always taking the situation and turning it on its head.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
What do you do for Aki?
Nothing. You run. I mean, I love Aki. I think she's a pretty cool new addition, but you run. You get away from her as fast as you can or you will die.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Aki.
I know.
But, dude, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Look at artwork of Aki, like official Capcom art, or just look at her character model in-game. Look at Chun-Li's outfit.
Yeah.
And look at Jamie's alternate outfit. It's all the same costume.
That's so true.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like Aki's alternate costume we were talking about should have been her default. She would have been more unique, but you know, some people really like her. That's fine.
I like her. Sean, I don't think I gotta think too much about this. I think Sean's like a very funny, goofy guy. Probably the most like actual human-like character you could date in Street Fighter. Just a guy who fights.
He could be a protagonist to a rom-com.
Yeah.
So
he could be the main character in that dating sim we were talking about. Yeah.
So boyfriend material.
Boyfriend material.
He knows the streets.
Next to his sister. El Fuerte.
I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, say what you will about him in other regards. He can't really cook for you, though.
No, he can't. But you know what? We know he's got an interest in women. He's an Armika fan.
Yeah?
I think you could date him. I mean...
He's dateable?
I think he's dateable. Yeah. You know, I'm not crazy about El Fuerte, but I mean, he hangs out with the Psycho gang sometimes. He's been seen socializing with females. He's got a crush on one.
Yeah, I don't think people discuss his presence. Like they don't run in fear.
Yeah.
I think they party with El Fuerte.
Yeah, and I don't think El Fuerte dedicates everything to, I mean, maybe more cooking than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Would cooking get in the way of his love life, you think?
No, and we're gonna see this with some other people, but I think like it like a family run business, like a restaurant setting, there's something special about that.
Yeah.
I think I could see that for El Fuerte.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I could see the family, so I don't know if it's put a ring on it.
I don't know if it's put a ring on it, but I definitely would put him in boyfriend.
Yeah, we can give him this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I gotta say, I was completely given like the wrong impression and false information about JP.
Yeah.
Because when I first kind of heard about the character, I was under the impression he was M. Bison's master. I learned that is not true.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
he is Shadaloo's accountant that got his hands on psycho power.
Oh.
So when Shadaloo fell, he escaped with that power. I don't know, he put it in a jar or something and drank it. So now he's like, he's not trying to take over the world. He literally is just trying to like steal money and stuff.
That's significantly lamer.
People, you know, you're it's fair for you to feel that way. I've heard some people just like that it's different.
I mean, it's different, and it feels like a deep lore explanation, but
I just wanted to put that out there because I think in the last video we said he was M. Bison's master.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to atone for my mistake.
all right. I mean, hey, dude, I appreciate that. I actually still thought that, so now I'm educated.
I don't think he's in it for a relationship. I think he's all money.
I don't even see him doing like the having a bunch of beautiful women around thing.
No.
Yeah. But is he a danger to society? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him on the bottom.
I wish he was as cool as his fighting style. I think JP's got a lot going on there, but I want more from him, man.
I think it'll come in the near future.
I hope they make a movie. I really want them to do a Street Fighter movie like they did that one Tekken movie, but good.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I would like it to be around 6, and it involves JP's master thing, and then who knows? Bison comes out at the end as a Frankenstein and fights everyone. I don't know. Colleen.
Yeah, good job. I'm so happy you remembered her name.
Yeah.
She's like devoted
Yeah.
to Gil.
Yeah. I think if you catch her eye, that's potentially you could definitely be in a serious relationship with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How serious? Put a ring on it serious or just...
She's gonna put work before anything, so no. She might actually put Gil over you. So like I think she'd date you, but I don't think she would in the end go like, I just don't have the time.
Well, I guess I'm not... I don't know. You could look at it both ways. Are we talking about her potential of being in a relationship with you? Or like...
Anybody, I think.
Anybody. So does that include Gil?
I don't see Gil as someone that you can date, though. I really don't think even she... Like, I think this is really a worship thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a god thing, and I don't think gods think about mingling with people.
Yeah. So she's not even going to give anyone else the time of day?
I think that she neglects... think of Colleen as a nun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's married to her god, and that comes first above everything else. So actually, that affects her dateability too.
Yeah, I think you're completely right.
Acquaintance?
Acquaintance, maybe?
Acquaintance, yeah.
I mean, I guess she could be a friend. But I don't think she wants to be anyone else's friend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, she has acquaintances. Literally, that's what you could say about her relationship to Rashid and Dury.
Yeah.
They're all acquaintances.
With all that, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what about Sea Viper?
Put a goddamn ring on that. All right.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that because I completely agree.
Hot mama, fucking ambitious.
I don't know what happened with that relationship, but she's a dang good mom.
Dang good mom.
I look for that in a woman.
Heck yeah.
I love family concepts. and if I see that you're a great mom potential and in execution, top tier.
If you found out that one Street Fighter character was the father, who do you think could be C. Viper's husband that ran out?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just take a stab at it. What do you think?
Oh my gosh.
It had to be someone kind of tough, but more on the normal side.
I don't know, man. No one is coming. Like no one is speaking to me.
If it randomly comes to you, let me know.
Besides Sodom.
So, it was just a really weird time in Miami, and there was just this beautiful man in a samurai mask on the beach, and we had just a special moment.
And then I quickly realized my mistake.
Yeah, because he just smelled like fried ramen, and I ran.
I don't know. Maybe her origin is that the father passed away.
Oh, okay.
Let me just make things depressing up in here.
You know, what if he's just around? He's just a stay-at-home dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is actually possible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. You know how we're like, she's a great mom?
Yeah.
But she does live like a very sus life, though.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just the way of the game. She probably started off as a cop, moved her way up because she was really good at what she does. She is a victim of her own success, bruh.
I guess she's a good wife material.
I think so.
Like, you don't think her profession would get in the way of like a happy, healthy relationship?
I think she would balance it in a very similar way that Guile would. Genuinely. And this isn't like, and you know me, I'm very middling with C. Viper.
Yeah.
So I'm defending her objectively. I think she would balance it like Guile would.
Cool.
Red flag. Red flag. Call the police on this man.
This man is looking to kill.
Yeah. Didn't he beat Cammy and kept her alive because she was beautiful?
Yeah.
Is that
might be how it happened?
Was that Udon comics, or is that real game stuff?
I think if it's one of the two, I think he might have been ordered to kill her.
Okay.
And chose to spare her.
That cut is from him, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Sorry, I wish I could say more about you, Vega, but I just know deep down in my heart that you're a bad person that should never date anybody.
Bad man.
Bad man. Eagle?
I don't really know a lot about Eagle. Like, I know like nothing about him.
Yeah, I think he's a bachelor. I think you can put him in the potentially date category. Just off of his dapper looks alone, you know? I got no reason to think otherwise.
I need to brush up on my Eagle lore.
Yeah. He gives me like Hunter vibes. Like he might be like a Clayton-esque kind of guy. I don't know though, but there's a lot there you could do. Hugo.
Now that's a lot you can do with a large man like Hugo.
A large glass of water like him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's actively trying to be mean to women.
I don't think anyone is going out of their way to be his friend. I think he is an acquaintance.
And that's where you're wrong, because Poison's around.
Yeah, as an acquaintance. I don't think even Poison considers Hugo a friend.
I mean, do you remember their banter in Street Fighter X Tekken about food? That felt like a friendly little fire. I told you I want hot dogs. What did she want? Chinese?
I don't even remember this. I have to look this up.
Yeah, they were about to fight the boxer guy and the kicky guy from Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
I forget their names. Steve and
Haorang or Haorang, how do you say it?
That guy.
Yeah, red hair guy.
Little cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like walking around, and then Hugo's like, "Why you got to be so mean? Like I said, I want hot dogs." That felt friendly to me. I think Hugo's friendly. I mean, he's a potato man.
I just think it's a one-way relationship.
Yeah. I think he's I don't think he's got love on the brain. I think you could befriend him. He's like a gorilla you can befriend.
Maybe for you, I don't want to be his friend.
You want to be his friend?
No.
Dude, I think you could potentially aim that guy down the right path.
Hugo is gonna accidentally step on me.
Some people are into that.
No. No, man.
All right, fine. You can put him in acquaintance. I fought for you, Hugo. All right, G. President of the world, man.
Okay, I have to do a side banter really quick.
Okay.
You know how I'm secretly obsessed with Ingrid?
Yeah.
Do you remember at all how she fought?
Yeah, she did a lot of sparkly
Sparkly, right?
Yeah.
What color were those sparkles?
blue, I think.
They were yellow.
They were yellow? Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And they're bringing her back, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now G.
Yeah.
He kind of fights with sparkles that are yellow.
G's Ingrid?
No. I think they might be connected somehow. That's just like my big brain, no evidence, like, theory.
I mean, I would think that's really cool.
I think that he's like this weird, like, entity that, you know, thinks he, like, owns the planet. And Ingrid is some higher being beyond the planet of Street Fighter.
Mhm.
So I think that he's some kind of, like, vessel or missing piece or, like, some relationship. And they have, like, similar power that derives from something connected. And that's my theory. And I think they're gonna bring Ingrid back, and I think they're gonna try to throw some hints about this whole G situation.
I kind of like that concept that he's like this Swamp Thing-esque creature that resides on Earth and is connected to it. Is like a higher being. G is so interesting.
Yeah.
But I think because of all that hooey stuff, he's just, again, kind of this weird ethereal character that really you don't see that way.
He's just tunnel vision on his own goals. He ain't looking for no one.
Yeah, I'd put him in.
There is no Madam President in this.
Yeah, I think. Do you think restraining order? Like, where would you put him? I don't think he's like an active danger.
I'd put him in. You know what? I think if he's really trying to sell the presidency that he's seeking, he's trying to make friends.
Okay.
So maybe just friends.
This was interesting. Good for you, G.
Your beautiful photo.
Yeah, he's so cool. President of the world. President of the world. All right. Evil Ryu.
Evil Ryu.
We all like the bad boys, am I right? What can Evil Ryu do for you? He can get into the restraining order tier pretty quickly.
I mean, I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, he's a violent guy.
And we ain't even talking about Violent Ken.
Yeah, man. He's literally Evil Ryu.
Yeah.
There's not much you can say about that. Fei Long, on the other hand.
Do you think Fei Long is kind of like Keanu Reeves, kind of famous? Do you think he's actually a really good guy?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going off like alternate media to Street Fighter. I'm thinking about how these are often portrayed in Udon comics or manga or the movie. Seems like a decent enough guy.
You don't think he's like getting in trouble like DJ might? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think he's a good star.
I think he's a good star. I think he reminds me of Johnny Cage. I think he does his profession, but he breaks away often because he misses fighting. But that's what I could say about him as a character. Dating, I don't know, man. I don't know. Acquaintance? You know him? You know Fei Long? What do you think? I mean, you could be friends with Fei Long.
Maybe friends.
Friends. Yeah.
I guess I was trying to argue that he'd be a boyfriend, but like a good one. Unlike the other famous people that kind of like mess around with their fame.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was the angle you were going for. I mean, I don't think he'd do that. Seems like a...
Can you see him in a... I think he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, for sure.
Bam, upgrade.
Bam.
Yo, Chun-Li.
Dude, I think you want to marry Chun-Li, right?
She has a wedding costume in 5.
Yeah.
They made figures of it.
Yeah, Jason, I don't understand how she's still single, honestly.
Yeah, that's the true crime.
Yeah, I think, are you in the Sakura camp for Ryu or in the Chun-Li camp for Ryu?
I'm in the Sakura camp, actually.
Okay.
I can see the argument for both, but I don't think Street Fighter has given any substance to the Chun-Ryu ship.
I know, you're right.
They're just the face of the game.
6 fed me a little bit though, with the whole her getting him a jacket thing. But that definitely feels like a friend thing, and that's how it was like shown. But it was super sweet for me. It made me happy.
What would you want to see?
I mean, I think they've had, like, I think since they're both the face of Street Fighter, I think it'd be the most natural thing in the world. But I would feel really bad for Sakura. It almost makes me wish that Guile was single.
So that he could have Chun?
Yeah, because I think they would also make a great couple.
I think I see Guile Chun more than Ryu Chun. Like Ryu, we'll get to him. So maybe I'll save that for the Ryu talk, but
yeah. It's almost the #1 bachelor on here now.
Chun-Li, she's great with kids. Great job. Teacher devoted to like everything she's into. I mean,
the ultimate bachelorette, honestly.
She's great.
She's got the peak dating potential, marriage potential,
and she's pretty too.
Yeah.
She's the full package.
Oh, where are we now?
Yo, we're at Kage.
Kage. I mean, I think Kage's got this tenderness to him that people underestimate.
Yeah, definitely not like Evil Ryu.
At all. Different character. Different character. Yeah, get him down.
Join your brother.
Rose. I mean, it's so funny because I don't think she's got that ethereal thing that the other characters have. I think she comes off really womanly, and she's got some sort of thing happening with Guy sometimes, I think. Question mark?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like people forget that.
Yeah, I mean, I only know because I like playing the Final Fight characters in these Street Fighter games, so I'm privy to that. Fart, dude, I don't know. Rose is hard for me. I think I want to put her in, like, girlfriend material. She could probably go higher. I don't know. What do you think? Or you could go lower? I'm fluid with that. Where do you want to go?
This one's actually tough.
Yeah.
This one's like I'm actually stumped on.
How about we just put her in girlfriend material, man?
Yeah.
No, let's not think too hard about it.
I mean, yeah, she could go anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll put more.
Put her in restraining order.
Sure.
Gary's. No, I'm just joking.
She predicts my future is something I don't want to hear, so restraining order it goes.
You're gonna lose your cool hat. No. Remy. I hate him, but I mean he's not like ugly.
Isn't his story something about trying to save a loved one or something?
I honestly could not tell you. I know that he hates fighting, so he fights to embarrass fighters, which is loser. But
I don't even. You know,
how about because we hate him together, we just put him in restraining order? We're in charge of this tier list.
Okay, look. That argument is there. It can be had. He hasn't done anything like morally wrong, I don't think. Or maybe just acquaintance. Like,
yeah, all right, I'll give you that.
He's not as bad as like an Evil Ryu.
True.
You know, I could stand being in a room with the guy.
How would you feel if this was like the next Street Fighter character reveal?
Honestly, I'd be kind of like if they did something drastic redesign, give him a ponytail or something.
Yeah.
Like, and give him some more story. Heck, in a modern 2025, could be what gets him on the radar.
Well, who would you choose as a voice actor? Johnny Young Bosch came to mind for me.
Because he's everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be kind of weird because he's the voice of Yang.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen back. You'll hear it.
I will listen. All right. So what about who is this? Is it 12 or?
This is 12. He's God tier. He can be whoever you want him to be. He could literally change into whatever you want. Put a ring on it.
No, get out of here. You garbage tier.
What?
All the way at the bottom.
Lalo,
Look at him.
tell me who you love the most on this earth in actual life. Romantically.
Hannah.
Hannah, right?
Yeah, but
12 could be Hannah.
I have Hannah though.
I know, but 12 could be Hannah.
All right, does 12 act like people though? He would just be like doing his little arm thing as Hannah.
Until he changes. No, he would change.
Oh, I get all the benefits of having Hannah with an axe arm. I'm good, man. Put him down there. That doesn't have a. He's creepy. He's weird. He makes real growly noises.
Until he changes.
He will never change.
And he changes into what you want.
But that's not a thing that I want. That's like, would you date AI? This feels like eerily close to that kind of conversation.
Okay, maybe personally no, but don't you think like majority of
I can't believe we're doing
sick, twisted people would hop on that? Not literally, maybe.
I don't like this conversation. I don't want to live in a world where we have put a ring on it for 12.
That's my argument, man.
Oh, jeez.
Don't look at it from like you and me. Look at it as like, where does he go?
But this is just the Ditto argument from Pokemon. I don't think that's right.
What do people say about Ditto in that
He
argument?
can be whatever you want him to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like that. It's weird.
So boyfriend material.
No, sure, because I guess you could use them like a. No, I guess I don't. It's very weird. It's a weird. No, get him further down.
Hold on.
All right, you can put a big girlfriend.
He's like, he's like, you're trying to get better in relationships, and he just sits on the other side of the table.
I will say this: whoever ends up dating 12 is the biggest goddamn loser in Street Fighter. He's like, listen, I had a really hard time, but me and 12, we make it work.
It's like a lady smoking with like barely any hair and like saggy chest,
Yeah,
smoking a cigarette. Or would that be 12?
I think 12 would be the woman, and then the guy's like got like a scraggly beard, very thick glasses, got a little pot belly going on. He's like, listen, I'm really afraid to get out there, but 12 helps me. And she, you know what I'm saying? That's what 12 is, man. It's weird.
Look, we're gonna transition into a much healthier topic.
E-Honda.
The topic of E-Honda,
Yeah.
I think, is put a ring on it.
Yeah. I don't know. He's got the cheesy dad thing that
He owns multiple businesses,
Yeah.
and it's like, I think he's all about like, I live in my business with my family. We're set. We're taken care of. We're around each other. You know,
He would do great on the apps. He's got muscles. He's a handsome guy. Get him up there.
I think he's got a lot going for him.
Yeah, he's a little hunky bachelor. Put him next to Hakan, yeah?
I love that.
Yeah. Side by side.
Look at this top
Those
tier.
bondos.
Look at these top tiers.
Yeah. It looks like C Viper's got a ring in her hand.
Wife material.
Yep. I mean,
Did I just foreshadow the next character?
Yeah. Get out of here. Dude, I'm done. Yeah, dude. Probably one of the highest you could put it and put a finger on it. If you're lucky enough
Put
to
a
catch-
ring on it.
Put a ring on it. What did I say?
Put a finger on it. Listen, I think Sakura is like wife material.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone would feel that way, because I think it takes a certain kind of person to like, I don't know, get behind her kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a one size fits all kind of personality,
Mm-hmm.
but like someone like you and me, we're like all about it.
Yeah. I honestly think she's definitely put a ring on it. She's such a devoted person too, but she's also very independent. She's the whole package, man.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, and like in Street Fighter 5, she's starting to kind of be like, I don't know if I really want to fight anymore. I think I might want to just settle down.
Yeah.
So I think she's looking for that.
Yeah. Watch out, Ryu.
Yeah. Might lose your chance. Don't miss your chance to blow. How's it go?
Don't blow your chance.
No, not the Eminem song.
Wait, what?
Well, how's the lyric go? He's like,
What Eminem song? Oh wait,
don't
like,
miss your chance to blow.
oh, you're talking about Eminem. I thought you were talking about like an M&M commercial.
The candy.
The candy. Anyway.
Look, these last like 5 were the last like 5 minus Hugo for our last video, so I'm gonna mix them up.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about Mika now. We can talk about Oni a third to last. Cody can be here. Okay, cool. And we did Ryu and Charlie back to back too. So I'll spread them out.
You should put Ryu last because we got the most to say about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to keep it like this.
All right, this is good.
Tell me your thoughts on Mika.
Our Mika would be an excellent girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's as far as they can say. I think if Zangief even picked up on that just a tiny bit, he'd be a happy man.
Yeah, I don't know if her profession would get in the way of that too much or not.
She should just date a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like Forte. Or Geef. Hell, Alex, can you imagine that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be sick.
I think Geef makes the most sense though.
Do you think Mika's gonna come back in 6? I would want her to, but she was like a prominent, like, I feel like the characters that are advertised in the game before are the ones that are not the most likely to come back.
Yeah, that might be true. I mean, it's just bias. Like, I want to see her in everything. But, I don't know. She doesn't really... Unless it was like a gameplay thing, I don't see her bringing much to the lore.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she'd really come back.
Okay. I feel like the Karin kind of falls into that too. I hope we get something though. I would be super stoked. Urien.
Yeah. This is that example of
he gives off like douchey billionaire vibes. Like I think he actually does crave the nookie, unlike his brother, but I feel like he's a very like passionless lover. He's more about getting the deed done than getting together with someone. I think he's a red flag, personally. But I don't think he's a red flag because he's a monster. I think he's a red flag because I feel like he'd be a shit boyfriend.
Yeah, I think he fits my hypothetical of he might try to get some offspring and not truly care about the person carrying his child. He just wants the child.
Or maybe he dates 12 because 12 doesn't... he can be whoever he wants and there's no love involved.
Man is, like most villains, not looking for love.
I think they're almost all the villains are in there.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what? Another one that's going in there. Yeah, there's literally nothing you can say.
I almost don't even want to put him in a tier. I just hate him.
Alright, well, for now we'll just put Necalli in restraining order, and at the end you can make your own tier, put him in, fuck the guy.
Yeah, nothing there. But Cody, yeah.
Turned his life around.
He did, and you know, at the very beginning, before he even had issues, he was fighting for a woman.
Yeah. He ran into a rough patch, but I think in this phase now where he's turning his life around, I can totally see him becoming a family man. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see something with him and Jessica, see where that's gone. I don't know if Jessica's maybe potentially just been like, I can't, like, you've done too much, like, this isn't good for me.
But I would love it if he had a Peter Parker Spider-Verse story where he comes back in the end and tries. That's his woman. I'd like that. I like Cody.
So is that like Capomet boyfriend for now?
Sure, because he's definitely goofed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? We gotta give him a chance, and not immediately obvious to be husband material.
Yeah.
He's still learning in that regard.
Yeah. So cool though, right?
I love his story progression.
It's so cool.
Like, you think like, I don't know, even like Ryu, who's the poster boy, I feel like Cody kind of has a little more of a, like a progression. So I'm down. I'm down to clown with that.
Yeah, I agree. Akuma. I think where I could say
I don't know. Does he join normal Akuma or is he worse?
I think he's worse because I think he's all right, Akuma detaches himself from emotion. At least that's young Akuma, right? A younger Akuma. And I feel like Shin Akuma is a more vicious version of that. So I think everything that's bad about Akuma is magnified, so I would put him in restraining order.
Yeah. He'll mess you up.
You know what? Can we just put Oni next to him and just kind of skip that?
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
You don't see Oni at least trying.
Maybe Ingrid. He's reaching for the stars.
He's trying to transcend.
Worthy of my seed is a god.
I could see that being some dialogue.
Kimberly, date for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's cut and dry, man. I mean,
super cool. Definitely, like, would love to have a girlfriend like Kimberly.
I mean, shoot, I hope there's some kind of, like, ninja dating seminar for the ninja high school.
Yeah, dude, what if the ninjas had their own dating app, like
yeah,
Tinder?
Something like that.
What do you call it? We'll call it Shino Bay.
I love that.
Yeah. Gosh.
You want to transition to Dan?
Yeah.
Where do you see Dan in his love life?
This is rough, man.
I think he loves himself the most.
Yeah, I don't think he's in restraining order.
I think he would marry himself.
I think Dan is a friend. Just a friend. I think I would love something like that to happen, but that's just so out of his wheelhouse as his character. No one's looking at Dan and going like, who can he date? He's a friend for life.
He's not an acquaintance. He's a friend. He obviously has friends. It's an iconic friendship. It does take special kind of people to be friends with Dan, though.
For sure. And I think a lot of people just put up with Dan.
And that's honestly such authentic friendship.
Yeah.
He's like top tier for friendship.
Yeah. Love you, buddy. I wish I could put you higher, but that's where you belong. DiCaprio.
Now, hey, when DiCapri's kind of, coming to her senses, she's not restraining order anymore.
How'd she die?
No. She gets abducted by M. Bison in 4. And then she comes back in 5, and I think she's fully freed in 5. And then she's a good friend.
Oh, okay. I forgot about all of that.
Yeah. Like, I think she just like any doll, after they're freed from control, they're a decent person underneath.
Okay. Isn't she also like Cammy's sister, or is that just a clone thing?
Yeah, you can call it that.
Okay.
Sister clones. I think she could be a friend.
I think she'd be a friend.
What about Charlie?
I think Charlie, okay, are we talking the most current version of Charlie or Charlie Alpha?
Not most current, because he'd be in the dead tier with Gen.
Finger quotes, dead.
I don't know, man. I think he's pretty wrapped up in work. He's not really looking for love.
True. Acquaintance?
I mean,
I think it's hard to be Charlie's friend now. I think he pushes people away.
That's true.
Currently,
if we were talking about Alpha, I mean, he'd be friend.
For sure.
Is he even acquaintance, though? I guess he was kind of an acquaintance in 5.
I would say that that's his relationship with most people.
Yeah.
I would even say that he kind of puts Guy into like that sad kind of to think about.
This is kind of sad to think about, because he was such a like people would literally risk their lives for me. I'm that kind of friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Guile is still that, even in towards the end of Charlie's story.
He's a real one.
Man, Charlie's dead.
Charlie's dead.
I forget about that.
Mm-hmm. That was so bad. He like
Yeah, let's
blew
not.
himself up to beat Bison. He's like, not dead. And then Ryu comes and is like, I'm the face of this game.
Yeah. I think Capcom can redeem all of 5 story if they just did like an anime retelling.
Yeah. Hey, Netflix.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, people would eat that up.
Yeah. There's so much. Listen, Devil May Cry has a lot. So there's a lot you can do for a show. I think Street Fighter might have more.
Yeah. I know it's also kind of hard because when you have so many characters to work with, it's like, how do you write a story? Like a good flow of a story when you have so many characters involved. So, I don't know. If they made it all about Charlie and Ryu and Guile and Chun, I think it could be a good story.
I agree. It'd be really fun. I would eat that up. Would you? All right. Really quick side tangent. If you had to choose one animation style of all the works that have come out for Street Fighter, which style would you like to see it in?
So let me just make sure I'm getting this right. Like, if I could see Street Fighter 4's inkiness, like in an anime.
No, I
is that
mean
what you
like works that have been released, like the Street Fighter 4 special or the Street Fighter 2 movie.
Oh, so ones that already exist.
Yes.
Well, we did get a lot of content from the Street Fighter 4 era.
I like that style. That's what I would pick.
Yeah, I would rather it just be different. I think a new, like, don't make it something that already is established. Like, try to make it a new thing. If you're trying to rewrite the story in a way, like, look at the Tekken Netflix show. I feel like that was kind of just like fresh.
Tekken has a Netflix show?
Yeah,
What?
like an animated. You'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna now. I didn't know this existed.
I don't even know if it's like a canon thing, but it looks beautiful.
Well, yeah, I gotta jump on that.
Like, the art style is very fitting for the show.
Dude, this missed me hard. I don't know how I didn't know about
And
this.
it's not long, I don't think.
What Tekken are they taking place on?
I don't know. I'm the wrong guy to ask. I
Okay.
just remember it coming out and I was like, this looks good. I should check it out.
Dude, if Tekken did a Netflix show, and if Street Fighter ever did a Netflix show, they could technically cross over, dude. Okay. All right. So back to Charlie. I think acquaintance.
Yeah, unfortunately, Charlie got it rough towards the end of his life.
Yeah. Love you, buddy. Luke is the ultimate fuckboy. So I think he'd be a boyfriend, huh?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him. That guy goes on 4 dates a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think you ever put a ring on that, but he's definitely dating.
it's kind of sad when that's your main character.
Yeah.
The new poster boy is kind of like,
Shithead.
yeah, I guess. I mean,
He's kind of cool. I'm being mean, but
like, if he, I don't know. Maybe he is mature. I mean, he's got a military background, and I feel like military, typically you see him like settle down with like a nice family.
he doesn't give off that vibe, man. He gives off young punk vibes who went to the military and got like a little bit more, what do you call it, chilled out. I think he's so cool, but I think
you just don't like him.
I think the in-game mechanics make him very unlikable. Like, how are you this high tier of a character? Why can you do everything so good? Like, the meta changes around you. I hate you, Luke.
Okay, yes.
Sorry.
You would not date Luke.
No, I wouldn't. I could probably say mean things about Ed too, but I don't dislike these characters. I wish there are certain things I get hung up on, but I think play-wise they're pretty cool. I just wish Luke wasn't so godly tiered in that game. Both games that he appears in.
Yeah, he's not top tier in the love life though.
Nope.
High tier.
Yeah.
Like higher but not top.
Yeah. Abel. I think you could date Abel.
Really?
I think he's got a sensitive.
I don't see it.
Dude, if you guys could go to the zoo together, look at the bears.
Yeah, he'd be more interested in the bears than my date.
I mean, listen,
The guy's a weirdo.
he is a bit of a weirdo. All right, so you think he's just friends?
Yeah,
All right,
he's my weirdo friend.
all right, I can live with that. Hello, Jason. Would you like to go to the zoo again? Abel, I can't just keep dropping things to go to the zoo, man.
Can you spot me again? I really like the zoo.
I really like the zoo. You should really think about getting a job, Abel.
That was kind of, yeah, I don't know where that came from. I'm sure the info is out there, like in an interview or like a art book or something, why Abel loves bears.
I think they were just like, hey, this guy doesn't have a lot of personality. We should put something for him.
He's the kind of guy that he lives his life, no romantic relationship. He's just happy with the animals.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's kind of a goofy, eccentric guy. I like that. Do you think it's kind of cool that he's kind of part of this Street Fighter Avengers thing that exists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a place there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's like an Iron Man, but he's like a Hawkeye, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cammy!
Cammy!
What do you think?
Put a fucking ring on that, dude.
Yeah?
Can you talk about a character that's really worked on herself as much as Cammy?
I mean, she would go to the ends to save her friends.
And her sisters.
So...
Cammy has worked on herself so much that she's helping other people recover. That is the biggest green flag I can think of.
I almost wonder though, because I feel like she's so devoted to like others, that is she really like taking care of herself?
Probably not. But maybe that's what someone else can help with her. Like
Fix her
that's not that's someone else's job in the relationship.
and yeah, complete.
Cammy will be there to support you and get you out of your hole, and then maybe you can help Cammy with some of her own hangups. Yeah, but that's the relationship, right? Building up on each other.
Did I ever tell you that I'm more of a Cammy fan than a Chun-Li fan?
You know what? I think I knew this. You never told me.
You just picked up on the vibe.
Yeah. She's great. I thought it was super cool that you showed me that she was in this one game where she's like,
Cannon Spike,
that was super cool.
the arcade game.
Yeah. You and me gotta play that sometime. Maybe that can be a video.
I would love that.
Yeah. You're gonna have to carry us though, man. I'm fucking terrible at things.
I've actually never beat it. It's pretty hard. Well, there's like a ton. I won't talk about the game for like an hour because I could.
That's just the video. You're talking about Cannon Spike.
And then it's like by hour 5, we're like, so should we play? So she's put a ring on it, right?
I think so, for sure.
Dude, I'm so sad because I'm just gonna tell you right now, Ryu is like a friend.
I agree with you. I think he's Street Fighter's #1 bachelor, but I think he's like, oh, you want to marry me? Cool. And then he's like, I need to go train.
Yeah.
I think he's King Oblivious. I don't think he understands love. I think he's gonna very much go the Goken way.
Do you remember Sakura's story in 5?
Yeah, that she's trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life.
Right.
And it's like, what isn't sure if fighting is the only thing she wants to do.
And then Ryu, she asked Ryu about it. She's like, I'm confused about like these feelings, like in my doubts. And Ryu's like, well, maybe your time is done and you just want to start a family and focus on that. And you'll find that special someone. And then Sakura's like, wow, you're so right. I'll think about that. And then she gets all embarrassed because I think she starts to be like, oh, but you're my special someone, like in her head. But I think Ryu's not oblivious to love. I think he just chooses to not engage with that.
His love is for fighting, dude.
Yeah.
That's his day.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, just friends, man. I think people want him somewhere else, but that's where he is. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that shit would hit hard if you just found out that he was dating someone. That'd be the weirdest thing in the world. I think some people would even complain about it. Like, Ryu's just supposed to be about the fighting, bro!
Like, Street Fighter 7 does a huge time gap, and like, Ryu's son is the main character. No context.
No context.
You just know it's Ryu's son. Adoptive son.
Ooh,
I could see that more.
Ooh, that would be really cool. Oh, God.
Because Goken did that for him.
I would like to see it like it's someone from another country. I don't. This is my first time talking about Dragon Ball. No, Android 18. This is my second time talking about Dragon Ball, but one of my favorite things about the ending of Dragon Ball is that this kid from like another part of the country in Dragon Ball Z fights Goku in the tournament, the reincarnation of Majin Buu, and I'm like, are you telling me that the torch is being passed on to this kid from like another country that gets to train with Goku? That's the coolest thing in the world. I love that so much. Like, I think it's an underrated fight. I think it's super cool, an idea, and it's a really good way to put yourself in the shoes of like, I could have been that kid that could have been like trained by Goku. I think that would be super sick if there's a kid from like somewhere else,
like Mexico.
What, Mexico, India, just somewhere, America, like a random American kid. Like, what if Ryu found his Sean? I would fucking love that.
So now what we're gonna do is just kind of like double take.
I need like 5.
Okay.
Can we take like a quick 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, feel my ass. Oh.
I'm gonna keep that in the video. I think we should just comb through and see if there's any changes that we would make.
Okay.
Looking at, let's start with the top here and work our way down.
Okay, that'll be easy. So is there anyone up here that doesn't belong up here?
I think Dudley would be a good husband.
Yeah.
I don't see him being bad. Rashid,
I think he's pretty great.
yeah, he should stay.
The only person I might argue is maybe Ingrid, but I just don't feel like fighting you. You win this fight.
You're very wise.
Alright. I think everyone else belongs up here, man. I think Akira should also maybe go down. Would you consider that one?
Listen, man.
Okay. I think if you put her in girlfriends here, I would be happy.
I feel like I'm trying to really make arguments for these people because of the arguments I made.
Okay.
And if you're like, no, I don't see Akira riding into the sunset as an elderly woman to my elderly grandpa-ness, then I'd be like, okay, down a tier.
Alright. Let's go to the boyfriend-girlfriend tier.
All right.
Yeah. Who doesn't belong here? Honestly, it's fucking 12. I'm just seeing 12. It's so fucking weird. Oh, jeez. I wish there was a tier for tool or object.
Do you think Sagat can move up, or do you think he's a boyfriend?
I think the word boyfriend for Sagat sounds funny. You can put a ring on it. Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I think since he's so mature, he's not like I feel like he would just bypass boyfriend stage. He would probably just marry someone.
Probably. I can see it. I've been sitting on it too for a bit. I'm looking. The only person that feels freaking odd to me is 12, but what do you think, man? Do you really believe that 12 is like beautiful boyfriend material?
This is the last time I'm gonna explain this to you.
You see, he can turn it whoever you want.
Let's say,
but is this love?
Before you even meet the guy. It would be love, because he is, or I can't even say he, I don't think. It transforms into what you would consider the epitome of beauty, and you don't know it's 12.
Yeah.
You literally fall for this thing. That's love.
Is it? Or is it just you fulfilling a fantasy?
It's not my personal fantasy.
No, I'm not saying you.
I'm spitting the facts.
But I'm just saying it's like a guy falling in love with this Soul Calibur character he created. Like, is
Yes.
that love?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes.
I'm so uncomfy with this.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, Jesus.
Love, love is blind.
Powerful, I think. All right, let's go to Just Friends. Everyone else, I think, belongs up
Love
here.
is blind, dude.
Everyone else up here has like, I love how this guy's giving me the thumbs up. Like, yeah, I'd go on a date with you. Another thumbs up over here, or is he flicking his nose? Dan. Just Friends. Let's see.
I think Geef's too unconfident in dating to date.
I agree,
I think he could grow in that regard.
but I think in the Just Friends category makes sense. I think he's got a similar thing to Ryu. I think I would bring up what's her face up.
Junie?
Yeah,
I would too.
yeah. I'd bring
think-
her up.
Seeing her interactions with Cammy, I think people want them to date.
Yeah,
So
I'm about it.
I think Kareem could date, but like you said, it's just really hard.
yeah, that's a job.
You would really have to find like,
Someone as a worthy suitor.
yeah. But I think that could exist.
Maybe. I think if she can get over herself, she could find someone. I don't know. What do you think? Should we put her up?
I think I can kind of compare her character to other characters from other things.
Okay.
And yeah, I think she's a suitor. She's a contestant in the dating game.
All right. Everyone else here makes sense to me. Just Friends.
Yeah.
Acquaintance. Looks good to me.
We're so generous
Yeah.
for Akuma. Elena, you are a goddess. Yeah.
What if Elena went to these other people and just changed them completely?
Oh my gosh.
I wish Jury could go higher. I'm sad.
Yeah, that's the wrong tier list, man.
Yeah, it really is. Violent Ken should have. There's really no debating.
This is just like, this is all nightmare fuel down here.
Dude, can you imagine you had to pick? I think the one that is the most potentially dateable is Sodom and Adon. And that's crazy.
Yeah, I think Sodom maybe could
Date someone.
maybe be an acquaintance even.
I think you could be in a very toxic relationship with Jury. You're her favorite punching bag.
Well, he is a criminal, but I mean, I don't think people are actively trying to avoid him.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, Adon?
Sodom.
Sodom. Yeah, I think he's like goofy. I think
He's not comparable to Oni, I don't think. So can I move him up one?
you want to put Sodom an acquaintance?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, he works in Mad Gear. He has acquaintances, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe even friends.
So he's right there with Hugo.
Yeah. They're chilling.
We're chilling. Abigail stays the fuck down there, okay?
Yep.
We're not gonna debate that. We're cool with that.
Nah, yeah, he's chilling. He's
Alright.
mad chilling down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like, it almost looks like the cast to a horror movie down here.
Yeah, this is like the League of Villains down here. It's amazing that Akuma's up. I love it. I'm happy with this tier list, man. I feel like we fought a lot more last time, but we know my thoughts on some characters, but I'm okay with leaving them where they are.
Yep. It's just like, man, you see top tier Hakan, you see middle tier Ryu, low tier,
Akuma.
yeah, low tier Jury.
Poor Jury. But yeah, I agree with this tier list. We got your restraining order, acquaintance, just friends, boyfriend, girlfriend material, and then put a ring on that thing. I think this is a pretty great tier list. I like it. I had a lot of fun doing this.
So, you know what? I want, not only you, Lalo, but viewers, you got ideas for some concepts for tier lists surrounding these characters? spit them at us.
Yeah. Or if you guys want to see a different kind of tier list with different characters, we're interested. We just probably won't do something like Pokemon. Or
It's a lot.
a lot. If it's in our wheelhouse and you suggest it, we'll think about it.
Yeah, I dabble a lot in Capcom related things. But Lalo and I just have this love for Street Fighter.
Yeah. I mean, look at these guys. What's not to love?
I can show you what's not to love.
We're gonna go to Necalli. Is it Necalli? It's Necalli!
How do I get him out? I can't.
It's too late. Just put him at the end.
Okay.
That counts. I love that Dhalsim was like so easy to answer. I like everyone up there.
Yeah, he's kind of in my blind spot now because I know I can just like rely on him up there.
Yeah. This is a good tier list.
Yeah. Thank you for humoring my idea for this.
No problem. You crazy, insane person.
Now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go home to my 12 body pillow.
Way too little button.